Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. We hope you're enjoying our new format with some of those shorter and longer classes. We've added some new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage to make it easier to find classes by length or by purpose or by body area, so be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Don't forget, it's free and we'd love to hear from you, so leave me a comment. In today's practice, we're going to explore hip opening poses. You only need your chair, and let's get started. Okay, to start with, I want us to think about grounding our feet and our sits bones. So our feet are grounded to the chair, sits bones grounded to that, feet grounded to the earth, sits bones grounded to the chair. So just make sure you're not leaning. That's the main thing I want you to think about, right? So you're not leaning one way or the other. Let's go ahead and place our hands lightly on our thighs. Palms are going to face up. You're going to lift your heart, feel your belly engage. Lower those shoulders. Close your eyes. And just breathe. So connecting to your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room, begin to just notice your breath. Feel that natural inhalation and exhalation. And begin to elongate that breath, feeling that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Let's move into that diaphragmatic breath, that belly breath. As you inhale, fill the lungs from the bottom up, the belly extends. As you exhale, pull that belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that again. Do that one more time, trying to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Let's roll those shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down. And if you want to add that breath, do it. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's reverse it. Inhale up and exhale down. Up and down. And release. Just a little movement through the upper body, letting that neck, fall one way and then fall the other. Just stretching that neck a little bit. It should feel really good. All right, lovely. Let's go ahead and move into our cat and cow to get a little back warm up. So we're going to place our hands lightly on the thighs. Elbows are wide, belly button to spine. Round your shoulder. Look at that belly button. Let's lift it up. Grab the back of the chair and open that heart. Oh yeah, squeeze those shoulder blades behind the back. Let's do that again. Round it down. Should feel good. And lift it up. Add that breath if you want to. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat. Go ahead and do that a few times. All right. And release. Just give those shoulders another little roll. Maybe the head joins in, right? That feels good. Just kind of letting go of that upper body, releasing a little bit. Okay, we're going to move into our mountain pose. So we're going to extend those hands down by our side, flexing those fingers if that feels good to you. If you don't want to do it, leave it out. It's okay. All right, Take those hands up to the ceiling, release the fingers, shoulders are down, belly is tight, palms are going to face each other. Stretch it out, feel that stretch. Now, palms are going to go together, interlace your fingers, point your fingers up to the ceiling. Lengthen through that spine, and then we're going to lean that mountain. All right, now I just want you to turn and look up at the ceiling. Hello. A little sideways. Take that out, all the way back up to the ceiling. Don't forget, lengthen through, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Let's go to the other side. Let's turn and look up at the ceiling. Take the twist out, come up, release those hands and roll those shoulders. Again, moving upper body, kind of the neck if you want. We're just trying to get some release in those shoulders. All right, good. Okay, we're going to move into a half Lord of the Fishes pose. We're going to take our right knee and open it nice and wide. So we're working into those inner thighs. Just feeling that inner thigh stretching. So watching your knees, both of those knees need to track right at your toes. Don't let them fold in. That's naturally what they want to do. But I want you to try to think about keeping those knees open. Now, you're going to grab this hand. You're going to bring it all the way across your body. You're going to grab the chair. Lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that, and we're going to do that one more time. Pay close attention to this knee. It wants to fold in. I don't want you to let it. You should really feel lengthen through the spine, turn and look. You should really feel that inner thigh stretching. And release it. Okay, we're going to move into a crescent lunge. So I'm going to let this knee fall towards the floor. And maybe right here is where you want your crescent lunge to be, and that's fine. If you're with me, I'm going to push my foot back behind me, and I'm going to lift my heart. And there it is. There's a good stretch for that hip flexor, right? We're working in hips today, so that hip flexor is getting a nice stretch. We're lifting that heart up. I'm on those back toes. Let's release that knee and do that one more time. Press it back, lift that heart. One more breath here. And release it. Okay, face forward. Now that same leg we were just working, we're going to extend it in front of us for a seated pyramid pose. Lengthen through the spine, belly is tight. Let your heart fall forward. Go ahead and lift up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend through the spine, let that heart fall forward. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, keeping the knee. You want a slight bend to it, but you want that leg to be straight. Okay, very, very good. All right, we're going to move into a pigeon pose. So I'm going to keep this leg right where it is. I'm going to take this ankle and I'm going to cross it over. Now, you're going to extend your spine long, pull your belly in, put your hands right here on the thighs, and let your heart fall forward. You should be feeling the hip and glute of the leg of this leg, the one where it's kind of bent at an angle. Go ahead and lift your heart up. We're going to do that one more time. Extend, belly is tight, heart falls forward. There's that hip. One more breath here, and up we go. All right, let's do the other side. So now we're going to take our left knee and we're going to open it nice and wide. Feel that inner thigh stretch first, okay? So just hang out here for a couple of breaths. One more breath here. Now we're going to move into that half Lord of the Fishes. So I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to bring it all the way across my body, grab the chair, crown of the head lifts to the ceiling, and then I turn and I look over the back of my chair. Now everybody kind of turn, and I want you to look. Is this knee folding in? Peek at it, right? If it's folding in, don't let it. All right, let's release that. We're going to do that again. All the way across the body, grab the chair, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair. We're breathing. One more breath here and release. Crescent lunge. Knee to the floor. Remember, this is great for you. If this works for you, there you go. Otherwise, you're going to push that foot back behind you. Wherever you are, you want the heart is lifted. No matter which version you're in with the leg, you want that heart lifted. Let's release that knee. We're going to do that again. Hello, hip flexor. One more breath here. And face forward. Okay, that same leg now. Extended in front of you. Toes to the ceiling. Lift through the spine. Pull your belly in. Let your heart fall forward. Feel the stretch. Let's come up. We're going to do that one more time. Nice. Okay, let's do that seated pigeon. So I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to cross ankle to ankle. All right. Now I'm going to extend my spine long. My hands are going to rest right here, and I'm going to let my heart fall forward. Let's come up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and lean forward. Hands on thighs for support. Oh, yeah. Lift your heart up. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. We're going to do knee circles. You're going to hold on to the chair is fine. We're going to bring this knee up. So put your weight into the leg next to the chair. You're going to hold on to behind the thigh, and you're going to bring that leg out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around. Last time. Now we're going to reverse that circle, all right? So we're going to go down first, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. One more. Down, out, around, and up. And put that foot down. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're just activating that synovial fluid, that natural fluid that's in that joint. It just gives it, and it's a nice stretch as well. Okay, so we're going to come up first. Now, I don't care where you hold on to your thigh. You can kind of decide. I think I may try it on the inside this time just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, are we ready? We're going to go out first, down, around, and up, out, down, around, and up, out, down, around, and up. One more. And we're going to reverse it. So they're going to go down, out, around, and up. Down, out, around, and up. Down, out. Last one. And release. Okay. Now for the next, what we're doing next is a standing pigeon pose. So I am going to start behind my chair, and then I'm going to move out so you can see me better. But I want to show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be starting with an ankle to ankle cross, and then we'll walk ourselves down the chair. If you have a ladder back chair, you can walk yourself down the ladder, right? If you don't, you're just going to walk yourself down the sides of that chair, okay? But I'm going to come to the side so you can see me better, all right? If you want to come to the side, that's fine too, but I just wanted you to see how we're going to be using our chair to help. So I'm going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair and I'm going to cross ankle to ankle. Okay? Bend that supporting knee. Push your hips back. Now, just simply let your heart begin to fall forward. And maybe you're holding onto that chair and you're letting your heart fall forward. Letting your heart fall forward. Keeping that back flat. Wherever, whatever works for you, whichever version feels good to you, I want you to be feeling a nice stretch. All right, one more breath, and we're going to come up. Okay, and release. So that's a great version. Walk it out. Maybe that's where you want to stay, and that's fine. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to cross my ankle to my knee. I want to bend that supporting knee, okay? So you want to bend it so that otherwise, if I'm here, then that leg just slides down, right? So you want to bend that supporting knee so that ankle has a place to sit. Hips are back. Belly is tight. Same thing. Just begin to walk yourself down your chair. Down the chair. Down the chair. See how that feels, right? Oh, yeah. We just have one more breath here, and we're going to come up, and let's go to the other side. We're going to do it on the other side again with one more add-on, but let's go ahead and let that leg take a little break, and let's do it on this side first. Okay, so now again, the weight is in the leg next to the chair. Cross ankle to ankle, bend that supporting knee, shoot those hips back. Let that heart fall forward, and maybe you walk yourself down your chair, right? We're breathing here. One more breath. All right, go ahead and come up slowly. And release. Okay, you want to add on? Come on, let's add on. Put that weight in that leg next to the chair. Bending that supporting knee, we're going to cross that ankle over. Okay? All right, I'm going to shoot my hips back. Shoot my hips back. Walk your hands down that chair. Hanging out here, we're breathing. We're hanging out here and we're breathing. We have one more breath. All right, let's come up nice and slow. Put that foot down and take a break. Okay, come to the other side. Final version. You've got, you're kind of that stair step if you want to. You can build from ankle to ankle or you can do ankle to knee. We're going to do ankle to knee. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm putting my weight into the leg next to the chair and I'm going to come up and I'm going to do ankle to knee. Now, I've got that knee nice and soft. I'm shooting my hips back. I'm walking myself down the chair. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can bring those hands to the floor. So I will tell you, if you have one hand on the floor and the other hand not on the floor, come back up and hold your chair. I want you to keep the hips stable and square, okay? So if you feel like you can get one hand down but not the other, then you're twisting in those hips a little bit, and that's not what I want, right? I don't know about you, but I feel this one quite a bit. Can we just do 2 more breaths here? I know. 1 more breath here. Are we ready? Let's roll it up slowly. Oh my goodness. Whew. And release. Let's do the other side. So see how we're using our chair for that support? It kind of acts like a little bit like a block, doesn't it? So we're able to pull that floor up and use that chair. Okay, let's put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Go ahead. Remember, you can do ankle to ankle. It's a great version. If you're with me, I'm going to do ankle to knee. My standing knee is soft, right? Nice bend to it. My hips are shooting back. I'm going to begin to let myself walk down gently. And maybe those hands come to the floor, maybe they don't. Doesn't matter, right? These are just options. But I do want you to keep everything square so we're not, leaning. So if you feel like one hand can touch, the other hand can't, lift your heart up, grab that chair. Keep that stabilizing in through the hips, and the hips are square. We're breathing 2 more breaths. Just 1 more breath. Okay, go ahead, grab your chair, roll up slowly. And put that foot down. Let's have a seat. Grab a sip of water. We're going to come to the forward towards the edge of our chair. Heel toe your feet, so heel toe your feet nice and wide. Okay? Whatever works for you, right? Whatever that means for you is fine. I'm going to have my hands resting on my thighs, and I'm going to let my heart fall forward, keeping my back flat. Now maybe you walk your hands down your legs. Maybe your hands come to the floor. It doesn't matter. This is your version of seated forward fold. Can you let your head fall? Just 1 more breath here. All right. We're going to walk our hands back up our legs. Okay, good job. Heel toe your feet closer together, but not totally, okay? Now we're going to move into garland pose, malasana pose. I'm going to let my heart fall forward, and I'm going to put the inside of this arm on the inside of that leg, the inside of this arm on the inside of that leg. I'm going to heel toe my feet a little bit further apart. I got them too close. My palms are together, and I'm pressing. So I'm pressing in with my legs, and I'm pressing out with my arms. Activating the inner thighs, you should feel that. 1 more breath here, all right? Release it. Leave your legs right where they are. Come up. Now, I just want you to let your knees fall together for an internal rotation of those knees. Of the hips. You feel it? Just 1 more breath here. Okay. Simply take your knees and open them wide. Walk your hands, keep the back flat. Let that heart fall forward. Walk your hands down your legs if you wish. Maybe your hands are on the floor. Tuck your chin, let the head fall. One more breath here. We're going to roll up slowly. Okay, we're going to move back into that garland pose. If you need to heel toe your feet together a little, that's fine. Let your heart come down. Bring one arm in. Other arm is on the inside of that leg. Palms are together. I'm pressing in with my legs, and I'm pressing away with my arms. Just one more breath here. And release it. Keep the feet where they are. Let the knees fall in for an internal rotation. I know, right? Does that feel good? I like this one. One more breath. All right. Go ahead and bring those feet back together. So we're going to move into a seated frog. I'm going to scoot back in my chair. And I'm going to bring my legs and open them wide so that the seat of my chair is in front. Now, I'm going to do this two ways. The first way is we're going to leave our feet right where they are, so the knees are in alignment with the toes. We're going to pull the belly in, hang on to the chair, and let that heart fall forward. Okay? So this is a great version of seated frog. Excellent. If this is how you want to do your seated frog, come back up, and that is fine. If you want, if you want a little more for those hips, and believe me, I know this is a lot, so this could be great. All you're going to do is take your heels and turn them more out. I know they're not necessarily going to go out, but just more of an external rotation. So in the heels, instead of them being in, you see what I'm doing there? I'm turning them out. Same thing. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. You might feel it a little more. Now maybe your hands come to the floor. Maybe they don't. It's okay, right? Your choice. If your hands are on the floor, try to tuck your chin. Look under your chair. Wow. One more breath here. Slowly come back up. Bring those heels in and release. Does that feel okay? I know that was pretty intense. Seated frog. All right, we're going to move into a seated crescent lunge. So we're going to work on the front side of that hip now. We're going to take this knee and open it wide. Let that knee, opposite knee, fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you and lift your heart. Right? So this is getting more of the hip flexor, which is also really good to stretch. Let's release that knee. And I know we do this pretty much every class because it's so important, I think, to keep those hip flexors flexing. One more breath here. Let's release it. Extend that leg out in front of you. Same leg, pyramid pose. So lengthen through the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep your hands on your thighs if you wish. Let's go ahead and roll up. Do that one more time. Extend through the spine, belly tight. Let that heart fall forward. And up we go. Seated pigeon. We got this. Remember, if you want to do ankle to ankle, great. If you want to do ankle to knee, let's do it. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat. One more breath here. Go ahead and lift your heart up. Now, put your elbow right on the front of that knee. Put your chin on those fingers. Press gently for a little different feeling. Pigeon pose. Go ahead and come up. Final version for our pigeon pose. We're going to extend our hands up to the ceiling. We're going to try to touch the wall in front of us. And then we're going to let those hands fall towards the floor. And we're going to let the head hang and fall and just hang out here. One more breath and roll it up. Put that leg down. Other side. Let's take this knee and open it nice and wide. Other knee falls towards the floor. Push the foot behind you. Lift your heart up into your crescent lunge. Let's release that knee and do that again. Trying to relax this glute, right? Heart is lifted. One more breath here. All right, let's face forward. This leg is going to extend in front of you for pyramid pose. Hands are going to be on your thighs. Lift. Let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. And roll it up. Do that again. Extend first. Keep the belly tight. Keep the back flat. Let that heart fall forward. And up we go. All right, pigeon pose. Remember, if you like ankle to ankle, that's fine. With me, ankle to knee, I'm going to lengthen through my spine and let my heart fall forward. My hands are on my thighs for support. Just hold, don't hold your breath. Just your natural breath is fine here. Let's do that again. If you want to inhale here and exhale as you lengthen, you might get a little more stretch. Oh, I was going to put my elbow here, wasn't I? There, let's do it that way. If you like it. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's okay. One more breath. All right. Final version. Hands to the ceiling. Try to touch the wall in front of you. And then just let those hands fall towards the floor. Tucking your chin, letting your head just hang. One more breath here. All right, let's go ahead and sit back in our chair. Place your hands on your thighs. Shoulders are down. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Golden connection. Appreciating everything you have is good, but if that's all you do, it can keep you stuck in the past. Desiring what you don't have is healthy and useful, but if that's all you ever do, it traps your awareness in a future that's fantasized but never realized. This present moment is where you actually are. To be fully present, you must balance your desire for what can be with your appreciation for what has already come your way. This present moment is when you can connect your appreciation with your desire. It is the place for your gratitude and your ambition to empower each other. Every dream you have for the future is based on what you've already experienced in the past. By making purposeful use of what you have, you will proceed along a path to whatever you wish to be. Right now is when you can make that golden connection. Let your past and your future join together to produce the best life you can envision. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Place it lightly on your head. Extend the opposite hand out towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Place them lightly on the back of your head. Elbows fall towards the floor. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Lay it lightly on your head. Extend the other hand out towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button and leave me a message, and I will see you next time.